Superb.
Welcome everybody to the motherfucking Real Shit Talkers. I always start off with motherfucking. I can't just welcome everybody to the Real Shit Talkers. With my tag team partner, Alex the Hill. My boy Junebug is back, and we have a special guest, Bella, here today. And of course, the host with the most, the last Cuddle Ninja. Let's start off the show like we usually start off the show, guys. How's everybody weekend? Start off with Junebug because he wasn't here.
Well, the time off that I was off, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff on the internet, I guess. Because, I mean, when you're like, when you really have nothing to do and you just got to look through the internet stuff, I just seen
you do one of my situations. I go down a rabbit hole.
You know, I like look up how to make lasagna, and then all of a sudden I'm watching a video of a guy rubbing peanut butter on his foot for a kid. I'm like, all right, this is what we're doing today.
That's the rabbit hole, yo. That's the rabbit hole.
That's cool.
That's the rabbit hole. All of a sudden, you went from what was I looking up one time? I think it was food related too. I was like, how to make a
sound check, Alex. I did do sound check, but I didn't have the headset on.
How we do a protein shit.
Man.
Oh shit!
I trust more because I hardly use the headset.
Oh, look at this! Oh,
I can hear y'all right now.
Oh, look at this! Oh no, Machu, I don't need sound check.
I don't need sound check. When I don't show up Sunday and he got to do the picture for the thing, we gonna see what happens.
Good thing Matthew did intro, because Matthew did intro, no one would have heard us.
I don't think nobody needs to know my name.
All right, shut your ass up.
Look,
and Marv going down on the damn podcast.
I'm not even getting a butter roll for this.
You're not even getting a butter roll for it.
I'll get you a butter roll afterwards.
In the middle of the podcast.
What's wrong?
Oh, you know it's talking.
You need a sound check happen? That means something wrong with his.
So what? His mic is not working?
No, headset.
Oh, your headset? Fuck his headset. You can use your mic. Use your mic. It's fine. Use your mic. Your mic. You're gay. You listen to me off. Alright, since you ain't got a mic right now, you too far away. Let's talk to Bella, our guest today. How's your week, Bella?
So far, so good. Chilling, relaxing.
Testing.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yeah, but that's
Yo, what's going on, man? It was just chilling. You didn't do nothing?
Nothing special, no.
You
gotta talk up.
What? I'm in the mic.
There we go.
Are you in the
I
mic?
can hear you. For a second, it was like, no.
Really?
You had the
Don't
Michael.
start.
You know Michael Jackson when he did an interview. All right, everybody, shh.
Como estás, por favor?
Oh Jesus, what are you, Spanish? Oh, I like this bilingual.
Yeah, like I'm coming out, but in my headset, I don't. You know, I normally hear myself. I hear all y'all. I don't hear me. It sound like
it's okay. It's alright. You don't need the headset.
Yeah, I do need the headset.
You want my headset? I'll
I think your voice is just deep.
Nah, This voice is normally. You want to hit the real
he
voice.
can't tell the difference between the inner voices and the outer voices.
Sometimes I have a problem. I have a problem with that sometimes.
You want to see the inner voice? Click that light real quick when you walk out. I'm gonna show you the inner voice.
Don't hit that light.
There we go.
Oh,
It don't make no difference.
That was a nice
It don't make no
vibe
difference.
with the light off.
Look, it don't make no difference.
Ah, fuck it. Yeah,
Is
leave
it-
it off. Leave it off.
is
I'm
it-
still gonna be
It's,
retarded.
hey, look, we're gonna need the lights off
If
for this.
it's
The
gonna
lights
be
can't be
anyway.
off. The lights can't be off for too long because if I fall asleep.
But man, the
Come on
topic
now.
though, the topic says the theme right now.
Right.
It says the theme.
You gonna wake up like, where's everybody? Well, we're home, bro.
I'm like, how long have I been here? What you mean it's Monday? All right. So you didn't do anything this weekend, or
No,
I
a little
heard-
shopping, but
I heard you had this awesome trainer. Whatever. I ain't gonna talk about that right now. But-
you know. Okay.
And we'll be a cuddle ninja.
I think so. I think he's like made from the land of make believe. Alex, how's your weekend, dog?
You know me, shit, work, WWE 2K18. Nah, end of my life right there.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been on the Evil Within 2.
Oh, you really got that shit?
I got that shit day one. I was like on there, and let me tell you, like, just the beginning of the game,
That sounds like I'm gonna borrow after
crazy.
you're done.
None of that.
I'm gonna borrow it when
it
you're
sounds
done.
like I bought it digitally. I can't
Sounds
share.
good.
Oh yeah, you can share. It's just called you. Let me borrow your whole PS4.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it don't take me long to run through games.
Jeez.
I run through games quick.
Well, my weekend was my week. Actually, I had an okay week, which was cool because I deserve an okay week. That's
You
right.
You deserve an okay week.
Hell, fucking yeah! I worked my ass off, and my weekend was chill. My weekend was real chill. Even though I got asked to go everywhere, I just chose that my house was the best place to be on a Saturday. So
That's how it usually is. Saturdays,
Yeah.
you just gotta just sit back and
Right.
recharge.
So today's topic today is about, what's it, ghost stories?
Ghost story.
Paranormal
Ghost stories,
activity.
paranormal activity. We could just broad spectrum. Let's talk about some Portugueses and
Some shadow people. Let's
shadow
get shadow
people
yeah.
dark forces.
Oh man.
Dark
Do you guys
forces.
believe in ghosts? You
Oh,
Yep.
at first I
No.
didn't until it happened
don't
to
believe?
me.
You don't believe in?
No.
You don't believe
I
in
do.
ghosts?
No.
You don't believe ghosts?
No. Do you?
She ain't scared of no
No.
ghost.
Baby. So you don't believe there's like, okay, so what do you believe? Okay, do you believe anything supernatural?
Not really.
I've been laughing. She says the Jersey Devil and stuff. You believe in a who?
I know a guy that believes in Jersey Devil. I was like,
Really?
listen
Oh.
to
Yeah.
me, son.
Oh, wow.
You need to stay away from me, dude. I can't have a serious conversation with you.
Man. Nah, but honestly, like for me, for when I witness people, a lot of people say they don't believe in ghosts. They don't believe in supernatural. Even like my son's mom's dad, actually, excuse me. He was at a school one night, right? He works and cleans up schools and stuff like that. And then when he was working, he heard a lady like.
Nope. See, when you,
Already- already know it's going.
as soon as you said work at school, nope.
I was like,
I already knew that was going, and I was no parts of that.
So he was working at school, and then he heard like a lady yelling like she was getting raped or something coming from the basement. So he's not scared of anything. He's like, you know what? Let me go downstairs and make sure everything's okay. He hears the yelling get louder and louder. He was explaining, right? And then when he opened the door and turned on the light, nothing. It's complete silence.
And I said my shift.
and he said
My
that.
shit?
And he said that he.
It's because I worked here for 50 years.
Because like the basement down there is just like an open basement, so there's nothing, no like hidden doors or stuff like that. So he was like looking around, he was yelling, he's like, I got a knife. Everybody's in here. But, and then like he goes upstairs, and he said that his wife was in the car because he sent her to the car just in case it was somebody.
Right.
And the wife was like, why would you go downstairs? You're just gonna get raped yourself. But
Oh, his wife don't have no faith with him dying. He gonna get raped
Oh, man.
immediately.
So,
no.
So like when that happened, he still looked me in the face and told me he doesn't believe in ghosts, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
So I don't believe.
I think people just imagine things.
Israel
Nah.
said he just believes in science.
I believe in science too. I also believe in ghosts. Those are two different things.
I believe in science.
They
in
are
science,
very
let's have this
two
little conversation. But in science, there is such thing as energy, right? And energy could be dissipated throughout the world or from a mass, right? A living organism.
Yeah.
So, can energy stay among us in regular form, or
Yep, I believe so.
I believe, like, you know how they say like some people don't even know they're dead, so they continue their lives and etc. Yeah, I believe in that. Like honestly,
I had some weird things happen to me, like that famous one, the one recently. So it was at my house where it was me.
That's what you know. My face was me trying to stop laughing.
I
got rid of
laughing. I have a good friend named Maybod and a couple other guys. We were just hanging out. It was just a guys thing at my house, and they were all talking. And then me and my boy Maybon, we locked eyes and we seen in the corner of the room.
Wait, no.
My daughter has this little small rocking chair.
No, wait. They locked eyes in the middle of me talking. The way my spider sense hit, they were talking, and all of a sudden I seen the eyes like I was like, "What is this?"
So in the corner of the room, my daughter's rocking chair just starts rocking.
But nobody's in it.
Nobody's in there. Now I don't have no AC on. There's nothing blowing. It just starts rocking. And it was and we've been there for like at least like 2 hours. Didn't move at all. It just started. And so we was just like, it was just, so he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If you didn't see that, I was leaving." I was like, all right.
And the sad thing was, it wasn't like it rocked slowly. It rocked like somebody went in there. It was like,
yeah, it was going like
hard as hell. And then it slowly stopped. So you know me. I guess I got the balls of scary shit. I went and pushed the rocket chair hard as I could. It rocked one time and went straight. I was like,
and how long was it rocking?
It was like a
couple seconds.
Good few seconds. Like it was
the
good.
ghost was like rock with it.
It was like,
you sure there wasn't no wind or nothing along?
No,
it was hot.
Let me tell you, right now, it was
fuck in my house.
We were sweating in the kitchen. We were like fucking
we was in my living room when that happened.
Oh yeah,
it was in the living room.
We was in the living room. Mind you, we in there smoking hookah, and this living room was big. So that hookah was making it so hot. We're in there like sweating, and this rocking chair is rocking with none touching it, and we just looking there like,
I was like, either he put some extra in his hookah, or I'm actually seeing this. But like stuff like that will happen. Or I might see like glimpses of stuff on the side of my eye. I kind of just be like,
see,
whatever.
imagining stuff.
So I could be. I just ignore it.
As a kid, I used to imagine things like you know, when you turn off the lights and you feel like all of a sudden those pants that are on the chair, they look like a human being just like chilling there. I used to think that when I was little.
I can't imagine that because I had that really happen and thought someone was in my room, and then my mom had the same thing happen to her one night. Nobody was home either. So
wow,
like I say, like I can't say that. I used to live on Lewis Street as a kid. So you know,
that's in New Jersey, guys.
Yeah, it's guys know. Well, it could be English street they wanted to be. I don't give a damn.
It's got people all over the country looking at us.
Hey man, but like I live on Elm Street. Which Elm Street? There's Elm Street everywhere. Just pick Elm Street. But I lived there, and I had this thing every day after school. I would come home, you know me, watch Power Rangers in front of this TV in the living room. It was like the chandelier thing over top there. The one day that we decided to take 5 extra minutes to come home, the chandelier fell where I sat at every day for the whole time we lived there. So I was like, oh, that's nothing weird. I was like, yeah, it's nothing weird. Nothing. But then my mom one night was like, she was asleep in the front part of the house, and she said somebody can't touch her soda, and she thought it was me. And she opened up her covers, let it get in the bed with her to go to sleep. She said an hour later she turned over and realized there was nothing there. She went in the room. I was in my bed the whole damn night.
Hold on. Hold up. That gets me to my next point. Am I the only person I want to have sex with a ghost? Is that cheating?
No.
Is that cheating?
It's not cheating.
I want to have sex with a ghost.
He want to be also. He wants to be on that scary movie stuff.
Scary movie shit like
Scary movie.
Is it cheating though?
What's my name?
Is it cheating?
No.
Is it cheating?
It is.
I mean,
How is it cheating?
I would say no. I would say it's cheating. I mean,
how is that cheating? The person is not here no more, so you can't say sex.
I can't get in a relationship with them.
Thing is,
can't get him pregnant.
It's still, but you're still inserting it. What, you think you're inserting into thin air? Like no, so you're inserting into a
you're inserting into
what?
You're inserting into a ghost.
What?
You know what? Point of view is clear.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
What are you really inserting into? Space? Like what are you inserting into? I would tear ghosts up. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would. Listen to me.
Let me tell you where this conversation came from.
Let
me tell you where this conversation came from. Me and him sat down on the phone one day. We was talking about we talking about random shorties that we would talk to, we fuck with, and we got talking about stupid shit. And I was like, you know, bitch from the Grudge. He was like, yeah. I said, I would probably fuck share her
I swear I would.
And then he said that, and then we went back and forth like the grudge in the ring. Come through my TV. Come through all the fuck you want. I'm gonna cut that shit on the other side. Click. You know you're getting fucked, right? There's no running down. Oh no, there's no TV to get back into. Yeah. You got to love me for the rest of your life.
Don't judge me.
Israel says if the ghost is in another dimension, then
it's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
That's like saying, I'm in Spain right now. My girl's in Jersey. It's not cheating. She doesn't.
Some people say that.
That's not what we're saying.
That's not the justification. It is what it is. Sorry.
That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, it's not a living being. Okay.
Are you okay with having like ectoplasm on your?
I don't give a damn.
First of all, ectoplasm on my face.
I bet it feels like a whirlpool. Like it just feels like a whirlpool in space. Like
why?
You just be sitting there all of a sudden. You like, whoa, what is that? Oh,
but technically, if you try to sleep with the grudge, let's say, right? Wouldn't it be undead vagina? Wouldn't it be like I don't know?
Necrophilia.
A necrophilia.
I mean, yeah, into that.
Necrophilia.
Necrophilia.
That's a person that's into having sex with dead things.
Yeah. And there's actually cases. No, there are actually cases of guys that actually go grave robbing and they'll steal a fresh body and they'll keep it just to hump it.
There's a case of a woman that got pregnant by a dead body. In the morgue.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she wrote it, and it still ejaculated because the body still does tension before it dies, and it ejaculated inside her, and she got pregnant by it, and the family sued her. I was like, that is crazy. This dead man got some fresh, wet, powerful shit.
Powerful.
It was so powerful. It was powerful. It let him still skeet his last skeet inside.
Exactly. Yo, imagine being so. I don't know what he was. Was he like pretty or something? Hold on. Was he like pretty?
I don't know. They never showed the body.
Handsome. Was he well endowed? Because imagine you just so blessed.
He said,
in the pants.
Well endowed.
Like, you so blessed in the pants that somebody had to get on top of it just one more time.
Like one more time.
I think that's a good way to go.
I mean,
you already gone.
You gone.
That's the way of your legacy. How were you born? Well, your daddy was already there.
Going over to the other side, you're like, hold up. You going over to the other side, you're like, hold up. What? Oh, what the fuck is that?
Like God's like, yo, ready to come? And you're like, oh, yeah, I'm ready to come.
God be like, welcome, my son.
Best transition.
God be like, you ready to come to the light?
Hold up.
Give me 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Woo. Don't know what that was about, but I'm ready to come in now. Shit.
Oh man, where did this go?
It went dark, kind of fast, slowly, but it did what it did. So, what would be
your favorite? Like, what's your favorite horror film?
Oh man, that's actually my favorite horror film is Amityville Horror, the recent one where they have the dude that plays Deadpool. I forgot his name already.
Ryan
Reynolds in it. Amityville is like infamous because ghost hunters have been there. Yeah, they take pictures and they have solid proof that there's something going on in that house. Now, some people say it's a hoax because obviously there was another family that went inside that house and lived there and basically made up a whole story and like the people that walked in there, they were like, oh, there's nothing in here. But the original guy who killed the family, if nobody knows the story of Amityville, basically there was this guy, he said he was told by demons to shoot up his entire family. Now, he shot everybody in his family, including the daughter in the I think the top floor.
With a shotgun.
With a shotgun. Now, mind you, nobody called the cops. Nobody heard the sounds. And it was like, and that's one of the things about a ghost, supposedly. Like if there's demons or ghosts, they muffle noise. They muffle sounds.
Let me tell you what I heard. White people mind their goddamn business. Bam! What was that? Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. We don't need to know what the black people. Bam! Well, that was 22, my nigga. That was 22. I heard it.
Yeah, that's a show off. That's sawed off right there.
Whoever got hit ain't making it tonight.
But everybody in the family was laying on their stomachs when they got shot in the back of the head. That's the weird part of everything. But
it could be execution style, you know.
It could be, but supposedly they were like the bodies themselves. They weren't tampered with. They weren't moved. They were just on their stomach at the specific time, and they were all shot at that specific time. Nobody supposedly heard it. When the cops came, whatever, the guy was done with everything. It was a whole scene. Like, I mean, little kids got killed in that house. But priests that have previously went into the house after the events, they said that it's like without even knowing what happened there, they feel like a tenseness in there. Now, supposedly, people say that the house is built on an Indian burial ground.
What's going on with this Indian burial ground shit?
I don't know, because they curse it.
You got to kind of realize most of all this land that was taken over. We're not going to talk about that. That's a podcast from back in the day. They want to go watch again. That's number 22, 23?
23.
But besides that, almost all this land over Indians, most of all their burial grounds are always cursed in case something happened. And then people just built houses over them like they didn't give two rats ass. Like driving to Newark, you got to drive to Newark. You drive past the cemetery, you driving over their body because they just paved over graves that's there.
That's why Newark is fucked up. I said it.
Seriously.
Wait,
I said it.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about for the houses? Or are you talking about for this everything?
I said it. He said it. It's so healthy out there.
No, but yeah. So that was my favorite movie, and it was because all the evidence that came behind it. I'm into that whole based on a true events person. So I was like, yeah. So what is you guys' favorite movie, horror movie? Let's say.
You already know mine, bro.
What's your ABCs?
No, that's my favorite movie to watch.
It's a movie called ABCs of Death.
Really?
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Like they gave a whole bunch of different directors one
letter in the alphabet, and they had to make a short movie out of it.
And they made a whole movie about all of them. Mm. So it's like some creepy shit, like the one with the little girl. Who was it? Little girl? We don't know what it is. There's a baby inside of a woman's body.
Oh, that one is kind of messed up.
The dad said, "I'll be back," and didn't come back for 18 years, and the baby stayed in the body. He was like, "Don't give birth without me." Like,
and
she held her baby inside.
Okay,
18 years.
You gotta understand. She got up. It was a whole human attached to her body, and then she ended up dying. And for the way the child, wherever it was, to survive. It basically helped mom out by pushing out all the organs, all the bones to make room, and now he's using mom's skin as this skin, and then he just showed back up home.
We keep saying him, but we don't know what it is.
I said it was him because I don't want to say it was her. I don't want to say it.
It's a good movie. You should.
It's weird.
So fuck you up though.
But
definitely have someone next to you.
But you know mine's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
all of them. Freddy.
He loves Freddy.
I love Freddy for one reason only because people can actually die.
Jason was good. Yeah,
Friday the
Jason was
13th
good.
was everything for me.
Yeah,
it still is.
I grew up on Freddy, but Friday the 13th is. I mean,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. He's a bitch. Mama's boy.
That's why he won.
Nah, I ain't waiting for Jason. You got the game twisted. You still getting part 2 of that.
But he might be a mama's boy, but he overcomes that with an axe.
Not with that water.
What's up with him in this water?
You know,
he drowned in it.
The last movie, he was able to walk in the water.
Wait, which one?
The last one,
he was.
Jason. The last movie Jason had by himself when he was freaking ninja, and you were just seeing.
Which movie is that? He always been a ninja.
Like all of a sudden, like Jason be on one side of the one side of the damn Silver Lake, and then they'll drive over to the other side. And Jason's on the other side. Like I'm like, yo,
he does that. We do it in the video game. You play him. He
even in Mortal Kombat X, they gave him that ability.
They showed in that movie that he had like underground caverns.
Oh yeah. They try to make reason for it.
Runs. I never seen Jason run.
Oh yeah.
That last, I was like, first he running fast in the car.
That last,
everybody know that.
He wasn't running that fast.
That last remix.
They went to the other side of the lake, and Jason was already there. He was running fast in the car.
He's low key Sonic.
The last,
gotta go fast.
The last remake I watched when they tried to do that new remake of him.
Yeah.
When I saw him run the first time, I was like, so he learned new shit over the course of the year. That motherfucker had an axe. I'm used to him walking. That dude started right here. He took 5 steps and threw that bitch. I said, Jason, take 5 steps.
Did he have like a crossbow?
I was about to say that. I was like, shot a freaking bow and arrow.
I was like, yo, what?
Arrow?
Took her eye out.
Took her eye away with a bow and arrow. Like, my favorite Jason scene of all times is when he puts the campers in the sleeping bags and beat them across the street.
Oh my god!
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite thing ever. That's like one of my sickest.
That's not my favorite.
Sickest favorite things.
You know my favorite one is? It came for the worst movie they ever did.
What?
Jason X, where he put a shorty face in that hydrochloride and it froze and he shattered it. That's always my favorite. And when people do countdowns, that comes up as number 1 or number 2.
but
Because like it was the most
Really?
sickest thing to do.
it's just something about him picking you up in a sleeping bag and beating you across.
Because everybody has wanted to do that to somebody in
I
their life.
swear.
Right.
I was a kid. I hope my brother's not. My brother's probably gonna listen to this. I was a kid and I wrapped him up into a cover one day, and I was like, I was trying to pick him up. If I could slam him against the wall, it would have happened.
That's fucked up. Nah, see,
I love you.
Yo, watch out! If you're watching the show, watch out.
I love you.
See, y'all all like Jason. I met Kay Hodder, and he's a cool dude for him to be short. But when I met Robert England and I related to Freddie, only reason I like Freddie is because people really die in their sleep, and that's where it all came from. So it's a real thing. So I got into that. That's what helped me get into this whole thing of horror and death.
So you ever heard this spirit called? What was it called? It's supposed to hold you down when you're sleeping and attack you.
No.
So
I didn't talk about, but I can't remember.
oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. So it's like it held while you're asleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed. You ever like woke up and then you couldn't move?
Oh, isn't that
like
sleep paralysis?
yes?
Yeah,
But originally called it. They said it was a demon. It's supposed to hold you down when you were sleeping and fuck with you, right?
Here we go.
So
Here we go.
people used to have like psychological breaks when they you know, that you're freaking out, you're up and you just can't move and then the people used to say they used to see a little creature come walking into their bedroom or whatever and just start jumping on them. All right.
And you believe this, right?
And that's how sleep paralysis.
And you believe this, right?
But no, I don't believe that.
Oh.
Okay, no.
There's a whole thing.
I went through sleep paralysis myself before,
listen.
but I never.
No, listen. The thing is, it's not done here. It's done around the world. And the only reason I feel that it's something real is because Mr. Joe told me about something like that the other week. He's like, he couldn't sleep. He said, I keep having this weird nightmare of something all black sitting on my chest. And I was that's something that people talk about all the time.
Yeah.
My grandfather's not into this paranormal stuff. He don't like none of this crap. So for him to say that other people have said before and he don't know nothing about it,
Right, then
it's something that's like, I gotta be real.
So I know we're on the subject of sleep paralysis, but I actually got a little something that happened to me personally that I would like to share with you guys because it really messed me up until today. All right, so when I was younger, around like 12 years old, right, my mom and my dad were separating, this and that. So obviously around that time when your parents are separating and you go through something.
Right.
Definitely.
Now I was in my room and I remember I was laying down there and I was sad because I didn't have my dad anymore. And then I noticed on the corner of my room I could see like a white light. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, so. I was a little nervous because obviously I was scared of Chucky, mind you. This is around the time where Chucky is like my sister liked to put Chucky dolls everywhere and scare the crap out of me.
Your sister was fucked up.
Yeah, she still is. But how you call it? So we went and I saw the light and whatever, and I just laid there and I just remember looking at it, but I didn't feel scared about it. I was like, whatever, I was a little nervous because I didn't know what the hell it was, what was projecting the light. It was just light. As the days go on, the light kind of took a form of a child, and it was like a child that sat in the corner of my room. Now, after a while, I couldn't feel scared about it. Like I wanted to be concerned, and I wanted to walk up to it, but every time I walked up to it, it was gone. But when I sat back on my bed, I saw it again. So I was like, am I going crazy? Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my thoughts? Then I got older and I, started I think it was like freshman year. This is a full-blown person now. Like I see the kid, like he has a form, he has this and that, but he covers his face up. I couldn't see his face, and then now he's showing up in my dreams, and I was nervous because I was like, I didn't know what to do because
Sounds insane.
I'm like, first I'm seeing you in person, and I'm awake. I'm awake because I remember I pinched myself a couple times thinking that I wasn't awake, but I was awake. And then when I go to sleep, now I'm seeing you too, and then I'm just fast forwarding right now to the part where I finally told somebody about him, my grandma, and my grandma's like, we gotta exercise your room because she believed it was a demon or something, right? Because it was like feeding me negative thoughts. It would, when I would hear it speak, and it would keep telling me that my mother didn't care about me, like this and that. There's a better life if you end yours. If you end yours. If you end yours. That's what I kept hearing every time I went to sleep. If you end yours.
Shit.
If you end yours.
What?
That's kind of
Super dark just now.
No. But it gets wild. It gets wild. Trust me. So the last night I ever saw it was after the exorcism that my grandmother performed inside the room.
Your grandma performed the exorcism?
Oh, she performed the exorcism with the church and etc. They all came. They had their
they
books
blessed
out.
the room? Or
Yeah, they blessed the room.
blessed the room.
They blessed the room.
So straight up exorcism.
Oh no!
So you was on the bed and you...
No, I was like floating. No. They were blessing everything. The whole house,
okay.
all the way to the basement, to the top floors, and everything people live in at. They were blessing everything, and then I remember she came into my room, and then one of the guys was like, "I don't want to be in here." And then like my grandma was like, "You got to be strong, believe in whatever, blah blah." And then she started doing the blessings. She started putting oil everywhere, and then they touched my body. Every single one of them that touched my body could feel my body heat increasing like really high, like if I was sick.
Well, my body heat be increasing too if I had a whole bunch of people in my room.
Yeah, right.
Basically,
So like she was like they were all touching me. They were like, "Oh, I could feel like he's getting really like he's sick," and I did feel like I was getting sick, And how you call it? They all went away. My mom, remember, she gave me like lasagna because she wanted me to chillax and pretend like
chillax.
Yeah, just like
lasagna
is my favorite.
Lasagna to chillax.
Right,
I need to chillax. Somebody give me some goddamn.
There's lasagna in my house. Just saying, guys.
That's like the third time you mentioned lasagna today.
Lasagna is life.
It is.
I'm with him on that now.
So the last night that I saw him, right, I laid in bed. I was like, all right, I don't see no light. I don't see nothing. I don't see anything at all. It's quiet here. It's pretty lonely in here now. I was like, going to sleep. I went to sleep. I had a dream I was in my bed in the white room. And then I looked to my right, and there was this old man sitting next to me. And then he's like, "Do you really think you can get rid of me that easily?"
Damn, I'd have been like...
And then he like took his nail, his long ass nail, and he just jammed it in my eye. And he just kept pushing and pushing. And then I woke up, and I just remember I went to the bathroom, and my eye was just red. And I was like, "What the heck?" I nicknamed this ghost, this figure or demon, whatever the heck it was. I nicknamed it Mitchell because I needed to give it some life to it. You know what I mean?
in
my kid.
I read you're not supposed to give life.
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, to me, I felt like I had to give it life. I had to, like, it was just my mindset. I was like, oh, you're here. You're part of me now.
I was like, yeah, you're here. Pay this rent.
But yeah, so that happened. And then I remember my mom, like, she's like, what's that? And then she saw that I had an M scratched in my chest, and she thought I did it to myself, but I didn't. I still get freaked out at the fact that I had M like scratched in with like, oh, it was the most creepiest thing that could happen to me. But I still
the new subscriber, Brittany, thank you very much.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh yeah, Brittany, her little big head.
Man.
My sister.
So check this out. This is the last ghost story I'm going to talk about because that was a little bit too much.
I was so sorry. Yeah, but having sex with a corpse is not.
I didn't have sex with a corpse.
You want to, though.
I said if
You
the
want
girl
to.
from the ring.
You want to. Come on.
She was an underage girl.
Okay, not the ring. The grudge. It was the grudge. The girl from the grudge pop up in my house. She getting this business. It was like, she used to come down and stuff like. I would have definitely.
Tell your ghost story. Tell your last ghost story.
My last ghost story would be at my old apartment. I think you remember this one. My TV that wouldn't go off. So me and my brother used to have this old school TV, right? And we started playing around, and we started calling this. We used to freak my little brother out and call this. We had to say, "Oh, there's a ghost in the house. His name is Bob." He's always of course, generic ass name. Kids were playing. So like. We're like, yeah, Bob is around, blah blah blah. Job always fucking around, but and so weird. So all of a sudden, weird shit started happening in the house. Like 2 days later, after we made up this
you
ghost,
really call a Bob into the fucking house.
So like all of a sudden, the glass would break, and we'd be like, one thing my brother didn't know, like he had his he had a bed, and he had the little plastic you keep on the little bottom part. of the bed. That part got cut open. Like all of a sudden, like if you lift up his mattress, the whole thing was cut open. So it was like, so we're still kids. We're like, so whatever. And then we start hearing this around the house. Oh my god! So we're like, I'm like, all right, my. So now, of course, I'm the oldest. I gotta walk around the house like, all right, I'll fuck you up. Okay. So
and then the ghost comes like,
so this is the bad shit about the TV, right? The TV, we got a new TV. We had this giant fucking old school TV. We didn't know what to do with it. So like, no one wanted to pick up this heavy ass TV. We wasn't strong enough to pick the shit up. We needed some people. She said, so we tossed another TV on top of it. we gangster, whatever. Oh, hood people.
Shoot hood niggas.
Shoot hood niggas. So we threw another TV on top of it. It was like, fuck it, whatever. It's a stand now. Now, the TV will pop on. All of a sudden, just you'll be chilling, watching TV, and all of a sudden, you're just like, the TV will come on. Shh, do a little fuzz. So I was like, all right, that shit got to stop. I unplugged the fucking TV. This is what fucked my brother up. My brother always talk about this story. I was like, yo, so I unplugged the TV. And I go walking out. Me and my brother go walking out for school. And then the TV's unplugged. It's been unplugged. Nothing never happened for a while. We have another thanks for the subscribe. Nothing would happen for a while. And all of a sudden, the TV come on. Now it's unplugged. Static. So me and my brother look at each other and we was like, go, 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 go. And we left out. So we didn't come back to the house for like, I don't know, like to the end of the night. But by the end of the night, I made sure I had mad heads with me that day. I was like, yeah, I think, were me and you chilling at this time? So me and him was chilling. I was like, yo, you should come to my crib, blah, blah, blah. So he came to my house. I had this other dude that came to my house. I had a couple females come to the house. The house was just loaded. Yeah. And we're just like, so I was like, now this TV gonna have some balls. If it comes on everybody here, then I know I'm not bugging. I started reading up on it. It was like, maybe it was electric current trapped in the TV, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, this TV's been off for like 3 days. If there's any electric current in this shit, there's a problem. And all of a sudden, like, I think it was with you. We was about to head out, got off, this is early 2000s, so we getting all fly. We got the long t-shirt that come down to your kneecaps, and
so you can tell what year this
was. So and all of a sudden, we were about to leave. All I hear, hey, where your TV go on? Yeah, so I'm leaving. So I hear Sean in the back, hey, your TV just came on. Which TV? The one at the bottom. All right, we gotta go. So we just walked out.
Yeah, like he told me we gotta go. No, my black ass got curiosity. Did the black and me kicks and go, your TV just came on. We gotta go. How your TV come on, bro? Nobody touch this shit. You sure we gotta go? Really gotta go? Or do we just? Nah, I'm gonna just go. This ain't my place.
I was so happy when we finally got that TV out. I was like, and I talked to my brother. I was like, we never bringing up the name Bob in his house again.
You say Bob one more time, I'm Bob.
He was like, hell no, bro. Why are you talking about that? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who's what? What are you talking about? That's how he talks too. What are you talking about? I'm like, all right.
Brittany, hey.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Jay Uso. Also, that's yeah, I put earlier the fucking dragon. That's me. If you guys don't know, I put the sleep paralysis. That's your body. Your body's hungry, but your brain is fighting you on your diet. So,
I don't have one. I have many. I don't know. I'm being stalked.
Hear this.
Well, I think Japan got a lot of ghosts.
No, Japan has suicide forests, bro.
They have
suicide forest.
They have a literally forest that people go and kill themselves in, and it's so bad to the point that the government knows about it, and they really can't do shit about it.
Wow. It's not like they want it to be a suicide forest, but these people, they go into this forest and
they made a movie about that.
Yeah. They actually recently came out.
They made a movie about that.
And like these people go in there. People who are unsure, they would leave a path, and you follow the yarn, and you could stop them. I guess you could convince them not to. Right. But then there's people who leave like this. One that goes across.
Yeah, there's like notes all over the forest of like people's suicide.
People's suicide notes and stuff like that. I believe I recently saw a YouTuber go inside the suicide forest and he actually found a corpse of somebody.
Yeah, they said
he didn't know what to do about it. He says it fucked you up.
Now that you said corpse, now we can talk about this.
Yeah, let's do this.
So I posted on Facebook Thursday by the bus station downtown, Patterson.
Okay.
They found a body with no head.
Oh yeah.
By the bus station downtown?
Yes.
I sent it to you. I sent it to him. I sent it to Dad. I sent everybody on Facebook Messenger. And it bothered me because when I watched the news story, they was like, this happened Thursday night. And I was like, Thursday? What the hell was I doing Thursday night? Was I outside? No, I was in the house. So when the fuck? Now, this is the confusing part. They don't know if the bus ran over the person that was there and took a head off, or the person was already dead there, but they don't know where the head is at.
They don't know where the head is. See, that's the problem.
But if the bus ran over it, there'll be splatter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly,
they would.
right.
Yeah, they would think so, but they don't know where the body came from. They said that the corpse was already there, and people were freaked out. And I was like, And that's it to him. He goes, this is real. That might mean it's a serial killer out here. And I was like, if that's true, I make friends with every hobo I meet going down the street.
I gotta be a hobo.
No, but didn't they say the body that they found was like homeless? A homeless guy? Yeah, I think they determined it's a homeless guy.
They usually say the serial killers are usually the upper level, like rich, high.
But sometimes
true.
how you call it, like
they ain't gonna be you. We ain't got no bread, so you gotta be fucked.
But like
see, those are the good killers. The most serial killers are dudes that have regular jobs.
Oh yeah, 9 to 5s. Can you imagine you.
Why you bring the mic up?
Hold up.
I can see you as a serial killer, yo. You a Black Widow.
What?
Straight Black Widow and dudes.
Serial killer now.
Do you? No, but this is not the time to ask you that question. That's incriminating stuff right there. Like,
No, but like
I can see myself.
Hey, hold up now. Georgie F said the real crit walkers. There's no gang shit over here. I just realized Georgie. Hey Georgie. Am I not scared for
yeah,
you?
Hey Georgie.
without your boat.
Georgie, you don't want your boat? No, nigga, I want this boat, though, boy. Why you in the sewer?
Wait. Where logic does a kid see a clown in the sewers and is like, oh yeah, that's fucking
No,
dope.
fuck that logic. What about this logic? How you know my name?
Oh, yo, facts.
How you doing, Georgie?
I'd have been
I'm
like,
okay.
Nigga, how you know my name? That's a real question. And you'll back here be like, hey, Deshaun. How you know me, my nigga?
Right.
I say that to people that know me in the street. They be like, yo, Matt. I just keep walking.
Word. If somebody shut out my poor government, they were like, hey, Deshaun.
Just keep going.
Ain't many people know my real name. Nobody be yelling that
I
shit.
do walk around. I got headphones on, so I pretend I don't hear people. But
Oh yeah, yo.
I don't hear you. I don't pretend.
That's the best way to do it.
I don't pretend. I hear somebody call me. I put my headphone in right there and there.
Oh, they know.
they start shooting out like nicknames and shit. Like, oh my god, no. That's not me.
You want to stop me? You want to stop me? Not stop me. Hey, I got that $20 I owe you. Say what now? You got my money.
Give me my money.
Oh man,
How your mama doing? I seen her yesterday.
yeah.
But let me tell you some of the stories that I had having to read that is fucking weird, and I don't know why. I used to work for this program called PIC. It was a summer program that gave kids, high school kids and grammar school kids, little jobs in the summer.
Fuck that.
Right. So me and Javon both worked there. And we both worked at this place that was basically it was like an after school program for kids. Now the building that it was in used to be a funeral home. So I'm like, yeah, this is already gonna go south already as it is.
We grab them.
So the basement wasn't that big. It was like me and Javon would talk to people in there. So that basement came like this close touching our heads. So we would talk to people. So all the kids outside, and one woman goes, hey, can you go downstairs and get the snacks for the kids? So I'm like, yeah, I go down there. So something in the back of my head was like, you black, don't go do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go do it because it's daytime. It's light down there. I'm not scared shit. So I go down there. I'm in the kitchen. I'm getting drinks and stuff out. And here's somebody go, psst. And I go, yep. Okay, fuck it. And I just kept working. See, this is like how I knew that I was stupid at that point, because it said psst like 3 times, and I was like, okay, who the fuck is calling me and not saying shit? I'm gonna leave it alone. I got shit out. I get to walk upstairs, and I hear somebody go, hey, outside. Nigga, I'm outside. They was like, you walking back inside? Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for today and go home. Something not right about downstairs. I told J-Man, he was like, see, it was something weird about going downstairs. I felt it. He said, I didn't go. I said, my black ass told my black ass not to, and I still went. I said, I guess I won't do it. Then they go, hey, can you go upstairs to the attic and get something? I'm like, oh yeah, I can do attic. Hella light upstairs. They got no shades, nothing. It's just sunlight in that bitch. Yeah, me and Jay go there, we go get these desks. We get all these desks out of there. There's one desk far back. I'm still down by the bottom of the step. Ain't nobody upstairs. They go, can you get that one last desk? I go, yeah, I'm gonna go get it. I go to the top of the step. That shit at the top of the step. I was like, hey, yo, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. And today's my last day here. Jay was like, yo, don't leave.
I'm going home.
Jay was like, don't leave.
Don't touch me. I'm going home.
Look. Jay was like, hey, bro, what happened? I said, remember that last desk where it was at? He's like, yeah. I said, go to the middle way of the steps. He went up there. He came back down. He said, nope. Hell no. Who else has got that? I was like, dude, I stood the steps. No one went past me. He was like, so you say no basement, no upstairs. I said, no, fuck these kids. How about that? I'm going default home.
That was funny as hell.
Another scary time I had that really fucked me up is be living on back on Little Street. Okay, you remember how Sega Genesis was? You play 2 players, the second controller don't move, right?
Barely.
Yeah, I'm playing Mortal Kombat. How the second player start playing with the controller sitting beside me, nobody touching it?
Stored up energy.
I would say surge energy. I would say surge energy. Like if we keep smashing the one button, yeah, surge energy. Yeah. But when the motherfuckers start flipping forward and back and doing kicks and fucking me up, nah, Sega Genesis had to go too. That shit went bye bye. I got rid of the Sega.
My system.
Like,
you got a haunted system. Someone died on the system.
I still got the system. I just don't.
Guys, I wanted to talk about this this guy that I found online. I think I was ranting and raving about it.
Okay.
This guy broke into Burger King. You guys heard about this too?
No.
So
if he bring me down to my sauce, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna say it. I noticed because we talk about this so many times. Yes, the guy's from Florida.
You Florida people, honestly.
Man breaks into Burger King and drinks a gallon of deep fried oil.
What?
I'm not even fucking with you.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't even lie about this.
Can I ask you a question? Did he say why?
He had an unquenchable thirst.
Unquenchable.
So
he's about 510 pounds. I should say his name, but
unquenchable thirst for.
But that's what
cooking
I was saying.
Oil. Like
that's what I was saying. I was like, yo, why oil? I mean, he didn't know how to work the soda machine. He couldn't press the button over and over.
This isn't working. I'm trying to teleport out of here. It's not working. What the heck is going on with
you? Don't leave with that easily, sir.
He said he was arrested on site, accused of burglary, criminal trespass, and theft by unlawful taking of criminal mischief. But yeah, man, it said Miami Police Department received a call for a break-in at Burger King restaurant at 2 a.m. Some officers were on site. Upon arriving, the restaurant found a 510-pound Romero. First, I want to know how his 510-pound ass got inside, but
he rolled.
I got this cannonball. 510-pound Romero Carter chugging down oil directly from the deep fryer. The 41-year-old man was already ingested dozens of gallons of cooking oil, but was still drinking with their apparently unquenchable thirst. He said, wait, I'm sorry. He said, my wife put me on a tofu raw vegetable diet, and I couldn't take it anymore. I waited till she was asleep and went to the restaurant to get a couple burgers, but it was closed. I was starving and depressed, and I totally lost it. Look what I got.
Oh
my man.
He looks horrible.
Oh God. My man, she had you on that tofu diet
for a reason. You see his boy?
Oh,
that boy look like he got a turkey based on.
He doesn't even look like, what happened to his neck? What is that?
Let me tell y'all something. If we could splice video pictures into our live feed while we're doing this,
we could.
This would be a roasting session. I'd be like, this is the last 30 minutes.
Oh, dude,
I'm about to get bro.
This guy actually has the form of Mrs. Puff. Like, it's not even funny. He has no neck.
He do look like Mrs. Puff.
I'm like, what is going on right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, he does look like
Yo,
that was a good one.
Those glasses tight as hell on his face too.
Boy, if you don't get your
no chin
you can't hit his ass like this. You gotta be like, boy, let me turn this shit sours on that ass. Oh man,
that boy chin look like a McNugget.
I was done.
I will stop. All right, because I go forever. I got this funny question asked to me. From one of our fans. If you were God, what would you do?
Wait, repeat that. I'm sorry.
If you were God,
why would you give me that power?
what would you do? You got one. You have to do one thing.
First off, RIP anybody who gave me that ability.
Word.
If I was God, Oh man, there's so much I would do.
I feel like this is a Bruce Almighty type of shit. That I
That's
don't
where I
want.
think I got it from. I think it was like.
Oh man, you know how Bruce Almighty was at the beginning? I'm like that at the top. I ain't learned no goddamn lesson.
You're only able to do one thing.
One thing.
One thing.
Is it for anybody or is it for me?
Or let's just say, okay, let's narrow this
Yes,
down. Okay,
please.
let's drop this down. You're God of New Jersey. Okay, let's put it that way. Okay,
of
you're
New Jersey.
only okay. We're gonna shorten it up so you can't have a super impact on the world. So we're
Damn
gonna.
Actually, I am gonna have one.
I'm gonna have a big impact on Patterson.
What are you? And you're only able to do one thing. Okay, what are you gonna do?
Free Pablo Escobar, son. Let me start out. Hold on. Let me think.
I second his emotion.
That's ridiculous. I can't stand.
If
you.
I actually, honestly, if I was God of anything, even Patterson itself, right? I would actually, if I had one thing I can do, is prove that I exist to everybody. Like I would just come on Earth and just be like, "Yo, what's good, fam?"
Hey, my nigga, you trying to ball real quick?
That would be insane. You
I got 2 hours to ball.
Probably one of the best. Best ones I ever heard.
Be honest. I mean, if I come to Earth, then all of a sudden, I start telling like Susie, that thing you did in the bathroom, I saw it. You chill with that.
And then that would be bad as hell. Hey, I saw what you do at night, Sean.
Now, what you got
mean?
first? You got to do first. It has to be dramatic. You have to like show up in the middle of the downtown, and you have to be like floating. So first you got to be floating, right above the buildings. But yo, I want to show y'all something. Hey, I ain't playing with you. You gotta cut the shit. All right, your wife isn't gone that long. Like, she's come home today.
That sound like me. I would just be going around telling people, I'd be like, hey, your dog, don't go home.
Why? Honestly,
he already gone. I already took him yesterday.
I'm like, oh God, if I was a god, I would be like shaking everybody's hands, shaking it. Yeah, don't touch me. I see what you do on that door.
No,
don't.
Not you.
I'd be like, oh my God, ew, nigga. No, I'll be ew, nigga, don't touch me. The fuck wrong with you? You nasty ass. You be two-handing this.
But the impact of it would be like huge because now people. Because now people understand that there is a God or something, right? At that moment, they're like, "Oh, there is a God. Let me get my together." You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you see that there's a God, well, I mean, technically, if you saw me as a God, I'd be roasting half of you guys because I know everything.
That'd be me.
But yeah, I'd be like, if you don't get
you be the ultimate person to throw jokes on. Niggas be like, I'm gonna throw jokes on you, God. He'll be like, I know everything about you.
You know everybody's personal stuff. You be like, yo, that's messed up.
Yo,
I know how you like thumbs in the butt, boy.
You know what I would do? You know what I do? I'll come down here and drop one mixtape against everybody and then disappear.
You want a mixtape?
I would be. I drop one mixtape and have Eminem on my shit just so I know niggas that there's the only 2 guys I know out here and I believe it.
What you gonna be? What you doing? What you doing? I don't know why I gotta pick up the mic.
I don't know why you do either.
Right? Put it down.
What's up?
There you go. But nah, you know,
check 1 2 1 2.
You know, I seriously would do. You know, I seriously would do.
What?
I say it every Sunday.
Bomb babies.
Bomb baby. They becoming a real thing. I make a bomb baby. They're becoming a real thing.
Bomb baby. Yeah, we're getting shirts. It's gonna be made. It's gonna be called bomb babies. We're not telling people how it's gonna look though. We're getting shirts made.
I've been saying this for a while before you came to show Junior. We had a conversation about. Somebody said, "What happened if you can like precognition babies that's going to grow to be murderers?" That's what you mean. I'm gonna let them grow up. I'm gonna put bombs in their neck and send them off, and when they start killing them, I'm just gonna blow them the fuck up. So bomb babies.
Me and him was going at him like, you can't put bombs in babies' necks. So it was like, dude, bomb babies.
Bomb babies.
So what you gonna do? What you gonna do, guys? You're God right now. You're like, all right, you showed up. He said, welcome. You showed up in the middle of let's say Patterson. You showed up in the middle of Patterson, right? You walked on the falls, right? And everybody's like,
you gonna be sick.
And all eyes on you. Falls on Patterson. You ever see falls on Patterson?
Yes.
All right, so you walked in the middle of the falls, right? And then you're like, bitches, I'm here. So now you gotta do one thing. Like, what's it gonna be? You gotta do one thing.
She'll start water bending.
Y'all ain't not gonna do this, huh? God, bitch.
And done. Fuck y'all.
No, but honestly, like if you had all eyes on you at that very moment, you had to fix one thing or do something.
Fix it.
Make it.
Fix
fix, make.
That's why I can't be one. I ain't
make.
fixing shit.
I mean,
I'm making shit work.
Destroy.
first off,
whatever.
I'm concerned about her if she walking on water and down in the falls.
That's what I said. She gonna be sick.
Glass, she's gonna be, something.
She gonna be like, I'm here. Ow, my foot.
She's got none of that works on her. Don't worry about it.
It's a lot I want to do. So
No, you gotta pick one thing. One thing, and it's only for this city.
why can't it? Just
What?
be
It,
for
it
the
gotta be
state?
for the new. Yeah, it is for the state. It's only for the state. It's
All
only
right,
for the state.
state Jersey.
State. We only said the falls because we all lived in Patterson before. So
Destroy, rebuild, make.
make,
whatever.
change the
Destroy.
mind, whatever.
Murder.
Take,
It's a hard decision.
subdue.
It's because it's a lot.
You only got to pick one.
You only gotta pick one thing.
It's gonna be like that moment in SpongeBob when Patrick just like wastes his wish. He's like, I wish I knew what I wanted. No, you only have 2 wishes.
I don't know. It's hard.
You are a bad god.
Excuse me.
Everybody's like sitting there waiting for her to do something.
Everybody's like, hey, I gotta go to work.
You know what?
You know me.
So everybody's just like
Everybody, it's all eyes on you. You're God. You're
Everybody
walking
just stop
among.
what they're doing,
You're
looking
walking
at me.
among
Yeah.
people. You're not even just that. Probably the world is staring at you at this moment. You have to fix one thing in the state. What are you doing? Israel put. I would be like, what is that?
Cosgrove.
Cosgrove from Freakazoid, and tell everyone to knock it off. Word.
knock it off.
They'll be like, hey, I just came down to tell everybody, stop it. Fuck is wrong with everybody in this jungle.
Carry around a big clock. It's time to stop.
This nigga is wilding.
Okay, I would say change the mentality of, oh, this might be a little controversial.
We don't care.
Go for it.
Shit talk is fine.
Change the mentality of deadbeat dads.
Yeah.
It's a lot of.
That's
Wow.
Your probably got to go strong for that.
You know,
one.
honestly,
you gotta-
wait.
You gonna have to be focused all that energy.
you might lose your powers on this day.
She's gonna have to rest for 7 days and 7 nights.
So I'm gonna start working right now. She gonna get like 60 guys. She gonna be like, shit, I'm tired as hell. What in the fuck?
Can we get my power level back up?
Yeah, I only got 2 today. I'll work better tomorrow.
I got 2 and they wasn't even on top of the list. They was at the bottom. Shit, Jesus.
But like to try to expand on what she just said, like you change the mentality, deadbeat dad. If a lot of people say if dads were, not deadbeats and they were more part of people's lives, a lot of people wouldn't make as many bad decisions as they should. But obviously, it's not always the case.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is like a helpful thing because
But
Right.
some people their character, even though it's bad to say,
yeah.
because of those serious impacts on their life, they grow up to do great things.
Yeah, that's another thing.
So,
So
like, it's kind of
either way, either
I
way.
mean, no
If
one.
you know-
Of course, you don't want a deadbeat father. That is horrible. I wouldn't
It's
wish that on
painful.
anybody. But what I'm saying, some people had deadbeat fathers and they're really good.
And then, but then
people.
there's those guys that have like like you said, like it's both sides because
Right.
then you have guys that will like, oh, I didn't grow up without a father. I'm not gonna allow my son to grow up
True,
without
right.
a father.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But then you have those guys that are like, oh, my dad left my mom. Whatever. Women are women. That's what we do. That's what guys do. You know what I mean? Like it goes both ways. I mean, me personally, never be one because my son is too cute. And
Nah,
too
yeah,
awesome.
my kid's too awesome.
It's too awesome. Like honestly, I'm one of those dads that be like, you see this? I made this.
Yeah, that's
I love
me.
you, little
That's me.
motherfucker. Take away all my hopes and dreams. I love you.
My dreams.
Nah, I love my kid. My
Bomb
kid's awesome.
babies.
Hey.
You gotta get the bomb baby shit.
Start choking. You be like, wish you was a bomb. It would blow your little ass. Shut up. What you
That's
say,
a
Sean?
real
Nothing.
it's a real serious sickness. Not sickness. It's a real serious situation that something could be so cute that you want to eat it.
Ain't nothing
something that
never been
happens.
so
Yeah,
cute.
that's a
and
real
been
thing.
really
What is it
eat.
called?
I can't remember.
There's
the
nothing on this earth that's so
But
cute.
it's,
I want to eat it.
No, it is.
Wait a minute.
Did you ever,
Wait a
you ever
minute.
heard somebody go? You ever
I
heard?
may be
You ever
wrong.
heard somebody
So
say, "God
cute, I
damn,
wanna
you want
eat you up."
to want to bite you?"
There you go.
And they really
So
they
cute,
look like they
eat
got
you
that
up.
salivate in
Like,
mouth.
wait, I
It's
don't want
real. It's a real thing that people
Yeah,
go through.
maybe you're right.
And it's God, what was it? It's something genetic in our code that stops us from eating the kids.
Really? So, like, dogs eat their newborns?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Some dogs eat their newborns.
Yeah.
Yes, some dogs eat their newborns.
Oh, my
Some
God.
chimpanzees eat their kids.
Yes, yeah, that's true. I've seen that.
And chimpanzees are what,
This is
94?
grossing me out.
Yeah, some chimpanzees what 94% of our genetic
She's
code.
like, why did I say anything
Lions
about
do it too.
Right?
Yeah, that's what you're saying. So
Almost any animal.
almost
damn
any
near
animals
would
in
eat
the
their
animal
kids.
kid. Some bears have to the dads would get so obsessed with the kids on the bears would eat the cubs. So the moms will have to like take the cubs away during birth.
Yeah, no. That is a fact.
Go ahead and leave little Georgie behind. Georgie become a snack.
No, so the term "it's a snack" is a real deal.
cannot stand
So let me
that.
My
say-
sister used
That whole-
I honestly, that's me.
Israel said
That's me.
my sister used to like to poke cute things in her eyes.
What the? Wait, in her eyes?
In her eyes, she used to take like kittens and like
That's what I'm thinking. Like when I think of that, like,
Wait, when he said that, my eyes started hurting a little bit just now. Like,
that's insane.
yeah, but I can't think of nothing, any cuteness that I would want to eat. But then I just thought about something, and then I would take my question
Yeah,
back.
because honestly, okay, there's a reason why.
He got it. He got it quick.
yeah, because
Don't
I
act like you
I
don't.
had that mindset too, but I didn't want to say.
Not
it.
like you don't.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Little kitty every
She's
once
so
in a
cute.
while. Might
She's
get-
so cute. I just want to eat her.
so cute. I want to eat it.
She's so cute.
I'm just gonna salivating.
She had to take a sip. She was like, "I'm done."
This guy's nasty.
No way.
We haven't done nothing like that in a while over here. It's been like 4 weeks. We ain't saying nothing nasty like that. So
We tried. We definitely went 4 weeks without saying nothing nasty.
I'm done with that.
Yeah, that's all.
I broke it.
I'm back. Get over here.
I'm back.
Face is dripping. Anyway, so we was talking about kids, but you ever heard about the new thing called? A lot of people don't know about. It's called CRISPR.
CRISPR. What is that?
So it's a new study showing that they're starting to figure out ways on going into the genetic code of unborn fetuses and changing it.
Oh, yeah, change the eye color, haircut.
Change your eye color, haircut,
color.
but that's not where it's gonna stop at.
Right,
Imagine
right.
you could have like a kid and you be like, oh man, he goes in, he goes, yo, I read the code of your kid. Listen, your kid might have some Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're gonna go in there. We're gonna take that out for you. But hey, since we here, like 6'3" child, maybe good at basketball. What you want?
Yeah.
You want strong knees? What you want to do? You want now we're gonna have all these freaking Brock Lesnar beefy looking dudes walk down the street. I'm only 12.
Yo, all right, really quick on that. I was playing Rainbow Six Siege with these guys, right? All of a sudden, I hear this guy. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man? Yeah. Yo, right side. I'm like, "Yo, man, you have a really deep voice. How old are you?" He's like, "Oh man, I'm 12." I'm like, "The hell are they feeding you?"
Exactly.
I'm like, "What is going on?"
Remember Call of Duty? We was playing with the kid in fucking Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
It was a kid in Modern Warfare 2. Me and him sounded alike on the mic.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, he maybe the same age as you. I was like, no, he's like 14. I'm fucking 27.
Dude, when I was
We sounded identical.
when I was
We
a
sounded
kid,
like we was twins.
When I was a kid in Brooklyn,
gosh.
I used to be on a basketball team, and how old was I? Probably like
87.
13,
You've been around for a while.
maybe 13. Shut up. Like 13, 14, right? So I was like 13, 14, something like that. The kid on my team was already 6'3", son.
Gosh.
He was the center. Guess who got the ball all the time?
Hey!
Catch! Someone get that grown ass man out of there.
He was so tall that they had to put a rule in our thing that he couldn't dunk.
Oh, that's
Why would he need to? He probably be like,
Everybody else is like 5 foot nothing.
like, don't dunk. Like, don't dunk. He walk over the arm on the rim.
instead of the term Kobe, he's like Shaquille O'Neal.
They had to put I'll never forget. They had to put a rule in our league that he could not dunk. I was just like, holy shit.
Oh man, dude.
Yo, do you know how hard it was for me to be younger?
Yeah, it is
Am I-
happening in Cam. I'm sorry to cut you off. It is happening in Cambridge University. That's for the last 10 years they've been working on the CRISPR.
Yo,
But
do you know how hard it is for me to be like 14 and I'm trying to date girls and call them with my real voice that I talk, and you heard my real voice.
Yeah,
And
because-
where voice go? How old are you? I'm 14. No, you're a goddamn grown man.
what happened-
Why you calling my young ass daughter? My mom had to get a phone and be like, no, my son's seriously 14. His voice is just that deep.
Yeah.
And they go, I gotta see your son. I don't believe it. Then they see me and they go, why you sounding like already 6 foot 14 and with that deep ass voice? Because that's the way he is. Like, what if Follow like? He's 6'4" and his voice is deeper. And they go, all right, makes sense. But you know how hard it was? I got hung up on a lot trying to date girls. This is why I didn't date a lot of people when I was young. I couldn't date no girls.
Kind of demasculating.
If I had to meet them, I had to meet them in person with the family. Because if I called them on the phone first,
that had to be demasculating for some men getting a phone call from some dude who's trying to like date your daughter, and his voice is like, "Hey, what's going on, baby?
What's going on?"
oh,
I'd be like, Barry White, get the fuck off my phone. Get your 40-year-old ass off my phone.
You just bring back up a bad memory because somebody did call me that one day and hung up
Barry
on me.
White and hung up on you? Yeah. So like, I had the same.
always
I
had
had the
a
same
high-pitched
situation,
voice.
and my voice goes low. I had to learn how to talk higher so I could project my voice because I have one of those voices that it gets low, but it sounds like it starts muffling out. So I had to learn how to talk higher, and so I could talk.
My shit muffle out because I got
almost like I'm talking into my nose a little bit. It's a little annoying.
Me, whenever I get ignorant and I'm in my phase,
Get
ignorant?
I get ignorant. When I get that that lean in my system. Like, no, but I get like this high pitched voice that
Oh my God, I gotta hear
that guy's like, hey, what's up?
I don't ever want to hear that from you because I might pee my pants. It might be a
honestly, I do that whenever like I'm around people that I just chill with. But whenever a girl walks in the room, I'm like, yo, what's good?
What's good, mom?
What's good, man?
I don't say a damn word.
Why you say that?
Some guys try too hard with that deep voice.
Well, some
They try to
some guys out there,
Stop.
some guys out there don't guys, so they be like, "How
They
you doing,
trying
baby
too
girl?"
hard,
They be-
and you could tell.
They be practicing in the mirror. Hey,
Like right, like
hey. That's the one. Hey, baby, what's going on?
Who the fuck is this Darth Vader?
Yo,
What's up?
you know my thing, my voice. I freak people out. I'm like, I'm trying to call you, like you don't hear me, and I'll call you my real voice. Niggas be
We
like,
good.
the fuck just call me
No,
for space
honestly,
and time.
when I first heard his voice,
Yeah.
I was thrown off. I had this mind of how he was gonna sound like because
Really?
when we
It's
first met, we
always
didn't
to the
know.
left. Like this voice right here, I had to do speech classes to get to
Yeah.
talk like this
Oh, really?
because I talk really fast. Like,
Okay.
like, do you know how most ignorant girls are? They talk super fast. I can talk as fast as them.
ignorant girls.
Yeah, ignorant girls.
Yeah.
I don't call them ghetto because ghetto girls don't speak like that. Ignorant girls speak that fast. You from North Carolina, you know this.
I'm not from North
You been
Carolina.
there, so you know this. You okay? You was there. You're here. So you from there to here because I was from North Carolina and I'm back in Jersey. So it still makes a difference. But you see how they talk when they get really, really ignorant. They start speaking fast for no reason. They don't have a period. They do a whole book in like 40 seconds of a conversation, and you be like, "What
The guy typing
what did you just say?"
Stenographer, son of a bitch.
Like, hold up, bitch! No, wait a fuck this.
Was that a period?
Can you imagine a stenographer quits in the middle of a job? I would love to see that. Be like, son of a fuck this.
Where you going? Fuck this job. Go and be a stripper. Oh, you gonna make that real money.
Judge be like, look at that shit right there. I know the perfect place.
Right over here, just I know where.
I know the perfect place.
Call me. I got some jobs lined up for you. I'm gonna get your ass in diamonds today. Yeah.
So what's? We're about to get a little personal with you, Bella.
Oh.
Personal.
This is
about to be-
no,
this is about
I feel about
personal.
that.
Yo,
but-
hold on. You got the
This is
camera.
about to get real personal. Go ahead and click one of these lights over that side. Put the spotlight on her.
Like, everybody turn this way.
But like, it's about to get real. I got some of my mic up and turned down. It goes, we're gonna get real personal. Yeah.
So what is like? Because the questions I get, there's certain I can only answer from a male perspective. Okay. So what would be your thoughts on like what you were saying, like men trying too hard? What would be a better way?
A better way.
What
A
attracts
better way.
you?
In
What-
regards to
no,
what?
it attracts
you
her.
have to give
That
me
attract-
some context.
Like, okay, so a guy wants to talk to you, right? He was like, all right, he see you from across the room. He don't know you, never met you day in life,
That sound like all niggas.
but he only has one shot to talk to you. Okay, of course, probably getting off a bus, boom, 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 whatever. Let's just say he's got off, come from work. Boom, he sees you across the street. He's like, I gotta go holler.
Yeah, you got a pen and paper.
Okay,
First of all, do not,
Get no pad in your phone. Just type it down.
do not
Alright.
say yo or yerb, all of that.
So
I can't-
he walks over to him. He approaches you.
Rhymes
He,
with my
he
years.
approaches you, and he goes, "All right. So what should he do?"
Oh, she about to make this nigga sound super perfect.
I know. That's my problem.
You can say, miss or not. If you don't know my
Miss?
name.
I have said miss before.
No,
and
you get talked about because some women don't like that. They don't like being called miss.
So a couple I know.
So let's just say we're talking about general. Let's just say general women, okay? Because I know I got a couple guys on the chat right now.
Right. What's his name, man?
No, we ain't got. He right there. So we got a couple guys on the chat right now. Nice guy, very nice guy, hard worker, everything. But it's always a shot in the miss. Always a shot in the miss. And he said he tries everything.
He's the worst sniper on the
What? Can
face
you
of
give
the
me some
planet.
examples of what he's tried?
He just tried talking to try to talk to
Okay.
women. He tries to be as respectful as possible.
No. I know. I can give you a better example.
Yes.
You know, how most girls say they want the perfect guy, how they want to introduce themselves and all that. He does that for real and still gets shot down.
Really?
Period.
Maybe it. Let me not.
He would
go
even
there. I'm not.
he would even look it up, seeing like it's a not
Like,
a bad looking
he like-
dude,
he-
not
he-
like no
he-
pause on that,
But
but
that's
not a bad looking
beauty is in the
guy.
eye of the beholder.
Okay,
when you
no,
say
Oh, we know that.
Okay,
Oh, we know that, but like,
maybe they're just not
but see,
interested, or maybe they have someone like.
but see, that's just it. He's the kind of guy that basically, if he comes to you and go, "Hi, how you doing? My name is such and such. Do you have somebody?" If you go, "Yeah," then he go, "Okay, then I apologize for I talked to," and he'll
Okay.
walk away.
Okay.
He's that kind of a guy,
Okay.
and he still get shot down. But
Really?
then the girls that we see him talk to, they go talk to like the most dumbest motherfucker on the face of the planet,
That sounds.
and that's the
so
person they be with. mind you, he want next guy to know, like, if he lived up
Really?
here and you say you need to ride somewhere, he will drive you there without asking you for no gas money, just because he's just that nice. And he still gets shot down.
Can I
Like,
get his
it's
number? 'Cause I gotta go somewhere
Is
real
it
quick.
something? Is it something you guys
not
are
up there,
telling me?
no, it's nothing wrong.
No.
There's nothing wrong.
It's not like he's gonna be like, and there he
What's up,
is. He
Kenny
opens up the door.
First of all, I wish that nigga was
He's
here.
always getting shot down.
He's always
Oh,
getting
yeah, shut down. Since I met him and me and him been cool, every girl that he
He
has
talked to like one girl.
He actually talked to two, but they didn't last very long. And like, and the sad thing is, it wasn't like his fault.
Something like that.
I'm
Right?
about to-
One ended up cheating, and then one got talking.
Well, I'd be
Maybe
like,
maybe it has to.
hey.
Maybe it's something else within him. that
Okay.
we
Does
he
don't
brush
know
his teeth?
about.
Oh yeah, he do.
He does.
Maybe
Maybe
it's
His-
his looks that don't.
His family is not from here.
Does he come off
They're
confident?
his family's not from
Right,
here.
does he? Yeah. That's a
Confident.
good question.
First of all, one, he wasn't that confident. Me and him became friends. This motherfucker confident
seem
enough to
to
go
be
talk to anybody in
shy?
person.
No, because
Nope,
like,
not shy.
Because my personal experience, like whenever I approach somebody,
What up, Gaming Planet?
I like basically approach with confidence, like
Oh no, he
Right.
I'm just
he
like,
has.
that was good.
No. Okay. Look like this. You know me for a short time.
Yeah.
He knows me for 13 years plus.
Yeah.
Way more than that. You got me fucked up.
You shut the hell up. This guy, me and him been friends for roughly, like I guess say 6-7 years. In the course of me knowing him and everybody that I met down south, me and him put him on to be like us.
Yeah.
And he has the confidence to go up to anybody. He don't give a fuck. You could be there with your group, your girlfriend. He'll go in there and be like, how all y'all doing?
Let me tell you how
Y'all beautiful.
confident me and
Let
him
me talk
was.
to him.
Let me tell you how confident me and him was when we was dating, right? Me and him walked up to girls while doing the Marion dance routine.
You know what sad thing
That's
is?
cheesy to me.
You know what sad thing? But you know what the sad
Marion
thing is?
down the street right after
Dance
it finished
routine, what you
raining.
doing, touch?
He was like,
Yes.
he was like, yo, we were sliding down the street. Yo, oh my god, I would never forget that. It was too funny, yo. I was like, because people was like, cause we just came from dance practice. He was one of my guys I used to dance with. So he was like, just came from dance practice, so we still got the dance in us, and we're like, yo,
My chest hurts so
we go
bad right
like,
now.
yo, so guys was like, oh, so back then they used to call me Shook. Not gonna go into that. Okay, so
We'll talk about it on another show
we kinda-
in
okay.
the future.
Okay.
so like, Shook, you want to go over there and talk to that girl? And I'd be like, my boy, not only want to talk to that girl, I dance on that ass. And they were like, nah. And then me and him, he was like, I got your back, bro. And we was like, doom, doom. And he played the music and everything. You remember the little doop doop, little fucking.
Oh my god, I can't.
He had
I
the
can't.
song played off his
I
phone, and we was going down the
I'm
street, and
done.
I slid up on her ass.
And the girl, she
Smooth the hell did. Smooth out there, talk to me. You know what I mean? A couple of things.
You got to think about it. You got to think about it. At that time, wasn't nobody doing that crap. So that was just something innovative to try to get the number. Now you try to do that shit. Now you're gonna get clowned upon badly. But we did some
interesting.
We did a lot of things.
I can kind of see that.
Hats off, because my approach whenever, like, you know, and if anybody wants to take this approach, it's fine. So honestly, it doesn't work all the time, but it works. I'm 100% cheesy, and I make it known that I'm cheesy. You know what I mean?
I tell
so
people
I make the pickup lines really funny, so that way it's like, oh, he's a funny guy. All right, you know, what's up? You know what I mean? That's what happens.
A lot of females like, you know.
So I don't do funny pickup lines. I tell the truth when people laugh.
I know that's one of the things that I like.
You like sense of humor. So if the guy, okay, we'll go back to this guy. Just he wanted to talk to you. If he came off with something funny, right? Would you give him time?
It depends on what it was.
Just say it was something funny. Something that made you go, so whatever.
There's a difference between being funny and, you know, trying to.
If he was like, yo, Bella, something's wrong with my phone. Apparently, I don't have your number in it. Can you fix that for me? Yeah.
Bring your ass back here. Yo, you got me fucked up.
Where you going?
No, but I'm saying that. Like,
oh my god,
like
that was a great one right there, boy. Oh boy.
Like, it depends, honestly. Like,
so you don't like pickup lines?
No, I don't really.
That's a pickup line.
I know, but
you'd have definitely sat there.
It has to be something.
You'd give him extra 5 minutes. I always tell guys, like, it's always
extra 5 minutes.
I always tell guys, you have 10 minutes, and you have to try to work for each 5 minute, each 5 minute part of that conversation.
Not even 10 minutes.
Damn, if you get like 2 1/4? That's a low. And how are you doing?
Hi. It's over.
So
good game.
What will be your?
It gotta flow out.
Help my people out.
It just
you just gotta be yourself, man. Like, but you gotta like show yourself. Like I'm trying to, you know, with you. You just gotta show what you all about. You know what I mean? Like it's like
you don't have time.
It's like a job interview in a sense.
Too much foolery going on.
I see it as a job interview in a sense. You know, I'm trying to get the position as the guy who puts you in position. Yeah. So you
trying to get the position when you put them in positions. That's a great fucking line right there.
Hey, man, go ahead and write that down. Man, make that to a t-shirt too.
A t-shirt too. The words of get
that tattoo right across the chest.
You can't really. It's just if you see it or if you just come across it, then
it also is like, you know, sometimes it's gonna be a shot in the dark. You gotta realize that sometimes if a woman's not interested in the type of good guy that you are, then she's probably not the woman that you need.
I think being a woman must be scary as fuck.
Oh, you can be like
scary.
Oh, you can be like
I think it must be scary.
I think
every guy got to be horrifying to you. Like, you don't know what this dude's intentions is.
No, because guys play too many games. Like, I don't have time.
What do you mean?
Like, stop with the foolery. Cut it out. Now y'all gonna get me going.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
A lot of them.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold, wait a minute. No, listen, okay. What you're saying right now is a girl at my job that was saying all niggas ain't shit, and she claimed that for 4 months because every dude she dated was dumb and fucked up. Now she got a boyfriend that she all booed up with. Mind, she said she wasn't going to have one. So you can't say that. You can't say it till you meet that person.
I'm not going to say all. A lot.
Yeah, because I know I'm shit.
But you just said all guys play games.
I play video games. I play
the hell out of my PS4.
It's a lot of foolery that's going on.
Okay, what you're saying is how we feel too. As guys, hold on. As guys, we know women play a lot of games. Okay, we know it for a fact. Now, if we both go into the same mindset, this is a losing situation. Now you could have walked away from somebody awesome.
True.
You didn't give it the time.
You never gave it the time because you think all guys play games.
I didn't say all. I said a lot.
A lot? A lot sound like all because you ain't giving no number.
All I want to know is how is a guy going? How would he approach a woman on a?
He needs to come correct. Like
what's correct?
Introduce himself. Don't be saying yo and you know.
I mean, also it depends on the woman you're trying to get at.
Yep.
Because honestly, like you could be, you know. Me personally, I mess with a girl that basically she was in school, she's educated, etc. But like at the same time, she
saw
never
that.
she never experienced the party life and stuff like that. So she was always interested in that. So when I would talk to her about like my experiences of going out and stuff like that, she would be like, "Oh, really? Cool."
So she was more like reserved,
yeah,
right?
so-
Low key.
And then like when you give her a little taste of that free world, it's like,
That's what happened over
I
here.
want to do cocaine.
I want to do cocaine.
I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, baby.
No, but that's what happened over here. I gave ex a event. You know,
He gave
give her that freedom or whatever. When she started to realize, oh, there's another life Matt just introduced me to. Now she's a hoe.
Oh, that's not cute. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, ain't no
But it
cute.
happens,
She
though.
not even cute no more.
You know, but once you go Matt,
Once you go mad, you get a bat.
once you go Matt,
That's
ain't no
somebody-
coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to make
I'm
that
the
to
fucking
shirt.
cuddle ninja, right? Well, y'all not understand anyway. All right, so if you had to choose, okay, let's make it general again.
Okay.
Yeah.
What will most women look for?
In a man.
In a
In a
man.
No, what else would?
And a partner. Let's just say a partner.
In the
Okay,
arm.
we never know.
Outside of looks, because looks
Yeah, of
aren't
course.
everything.
Unless you're Matthew. Go ahead.
What you mean?
Pump the brakes.
Unless you're
Anyway,
us. Unless you're us.
I would say honest, respectful, have
Respectful.
a sense of humor,
A sandwich.
family guy.
Family Guy?
The TV
Like
show
cartoon?
or the actual?
Oh, because I like that shit too.
You always like the cartoon?
I was about to say,
Not the
"Woo,
cartoon."
about to have a good
No,
time.
like those are some of the that's
Okay,
those are
so
some of my
you said
qualities I'm
respectful. What else?
honest,
Funny.
funny,
Funny.
family guy,
A family guy.
faithful.
Faithful.
Those are
Man, why
Isn't
did I
that-
wear my
isn't
tie
that
today?
part of
'Cause I'm
honest?
that.
well, you know what I mean. But those are the qualities that me personally I look for in a guy. Like you can't be no foolery.
No foolery.
See,
No foolery.
So what I just heard is out of the 3 billion men on face of the planet, you down to like 100,000,
100,000.
100,000.
and they rare like Pokemon, like legendary.
Nah. There's
I'm
like-
being honest and respectful.
Here's the thing.
Come on.
No, you need to get 2 out of the 5. I'm talking about all 5. What
Oh,
you
all
just
five?
said. That's
See,
kind
here's
of
the
really
honesty.
rare, and most of them dudes like that
Here's
already
honest.
taken.
Here's honesty. Okay, you're gonna get to not you, but people will get to a point where all that will fall down into like 3, and then it'll fall down to probably 2, and then you get to a point where like, all right, I can't hold down anymore. I just want him to have teeth.
No. I'm at a space where
So
no, you have to come.
Yeah,
to
I
it.
get
I'm
it.
not taking no BS. I'm tired of it.
I hear you.
But I'm
you and
never
probably
mind.
like 100 other women, but like it's
Let me not.
I'll let you know what.
Start go off on
This
a
is-
tangent on this
go,
topic.
go,
Don't
go.
make-
See,
don't make me-
go.
Don't make me do it this
Well,
Sunday
you
afternoon
got-
at 1 o'clock.
You got a few minutes. You gotta
Yeah.
go off if you want to.
Go off.
Time is off.
don't
Time
give
is
a
off.
fuck.
Yo, put these guys in
No.
check. No. The minute
It's
you
too
put these guys in
much.
check,
It's too much, man.
can't,
You,
like-
you better drown that shit out in 9 minutes. How about that?
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of emails about how you didn't do it. So just go ahead.
About then, but
How you didn't go off on your tangent? Because
No, I'm
you
just
said it
saying
like 4
about-
times.
I'm just
What?
all I'm gonna say is the guys come correct. That's it.
Come correct.
Come correct.
But that's so broad. Like you don't know. You
But
don't know
come
what's
on,
correct
come
and what's
on, you
not
know
correct.
What's correct.
Okay,
don't-
first
you
of all,
don't know what's correct.
okay,
You don't know?
first of all,
Not every what your meaning of correct might not be mine. Saying like, okay, we all understand that there's honesty and all that other bullshit, right? But you still got to
It's
get
BS?
in.
That's BS?
No, but
Come on.
stop. So it's all honesty and all the rest of that bullshit she just said, right? But at the same time, you still got to get in there to even know if he's honest or anything. And that takes time to even
That's
figure
true.
that out.
True, but
So how you gonna be? How is somebody supposed to come correct with all those qualities if they never got a shot in the first place? That's what we're saying for my boy.
shoot.
We're not saying we're not saying that
he gonna
got-
have to just keep trying. That's all I can say. In his case, sorry, brother, but just keep trying. I don't know. It has to be.
Videos
It
on,
has
but
to be
it's not
something that it has to be something that nobody knows about. Something that
sound like a hidden quality you're looking for.
sounds like
somewhere.
it sounds
is
like a
something that
secret Pokemon
It's
in a
something
video game.
in the water. Sorry.
You know, at the end of the Pokemon game, they
I
all say you can
can't.
face Mewtwo.
Oh yeah.
That's Mewtwo.
So is he still like looking for someone, or he?
Yeah, she's trying to.
He chilling.
No, I'm just.
Nah, I'm playing.
as of right now, he at this point in his life now that he stopped trying and all he's basically focused on now is work and side project he like doing.
Okay.
But that's
Well,
one way to
just
go about
he
it.
need to just let it happen. I guess if it does, it does. If it,
So I can tell you right now.
it could take some time.
I can tell you right now.
Take a sandwich.
The man is honest. The man will tell you everything because like he's one of them guys that you sat down and try to have an intercontinental conversation with him.
I don't even know what you just said.
Because I kind of got ready to sneeze and say that. At the same time.
Intellectual?
Intellectual.
Yeah, I got ready to sneeze and
That's
say
the
the same
type of
thing.
conversation
It's-
that women like.
The good conversation?
No, it's not.
What the hell is good conversation?
It's not.
Intellectual conversation.
I know a
Okay,
lot of
it's a
women who
good
can't even
conversation.
hold an
I'm sorry,
intellectual
I'm
Oh,
conversation.
I can't all day.
Okay, that might be you, but I know a lot of women. Well, I know of because I don't talk to you.
Yeah, I know of.
But I know a few women that can't
I don't
have an
think many women
intellectual
that-
conversation, but they want intellectual conversation.
Well, they need
But
to
they're
work
too
on
ignorant
that.
I heard
to have
about
an
that.
intellectual
They
Like
need to
conversation.
work
I've
on
been in
that.
a situation where I was having
Open
an
the book.
intellectual conversation with a female, and she didn't even know she was in one.
No.
Really?
What?
I
I've
was
been in there
like-
too.
I was like,
yeah, oh, okay.
Those are the best.
But those are hard to find for guys.
But those are hard to find for guys, and then you have to.
Do you understand that me and him can have a conversation about anything? We talk random shit sometimes. When we start talking about stuff that got to deal with the world, people look at us like they got 9 hits.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to jump
The
into the
reason why
conversation.
me and my wife got we
That's
ended up me and my wife started we got married and everything. The reason why I stayed with her is because I could go off on something, have a conversation or whatever, and she's there. She's in the convo. Okay, even if she don't understand it, she's willing to sit there and learn it, and give me back and forth with it. There's people like there's a lot of women I dated that couldn't even. They be like, let's just talk about. Let's just say, I wanted to talk about like the CRISPR thing, right? I want to like let's talk about CRISPR real quick. Blah 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 blah. I go on the tangent. Yo, I start going crazy. 20 minutes of conversation. I'm just going crazy on it, and then she's like, "Yeah, that's cool. So you hungry?" Bitch, I'm looking for your
Wow.
brain. Did you hear what I said? So you know, it's
That's where I'm at right now, though. Like, in my point right now, it's like I've dated dumb girls, I've dated smart girls, I've dated girls that are fucking confusing. I don't know what the hell they're about.
facts.
Like, and then, yeah, no, because in those girls that I'm talking about, that I don't know what the hell's going on with them, are the girls that the girls that I'm talking about, like that don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on with them. Are the ones that are like, oh, I want a husband, I want to have this and this and that, and you're the perfect image of what the hell she wants, and she's all about you, and then next minute she's like, oh, I want to go party, and I'm like, what the hell are you all about then, But that's another thing. But I'm at a point where it's like, I don't really like give you the time of day if you're not able to hold a conversation. Like if I'm talking about, let's say, a horror movie, right? I'm like, oh, this horror movie is this and this and this and this and this happens, right? And all you tell me is, wow, that's cool. I'm gonna be like, yeah. Like, you kill the conversation right there for me.
I'm
like,
not
tell me
gonna-
something more. When did you learn?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I work at Home Depot and I work around a lot of females. The only reason I know them and conversate with them is I talk about random things just to see where their mind is at. 9 out of 10, I come to them and be like, yeah, so I heard about somebody that got killed in Chicago over a whole thing, and I think it's just all bullshit. And if I can talk to you about it and you can chime in on it, okay, then I know your mindset is there. We can have normal conversations. I don't have to talk about nothing stupid to you. But then he just shut off his color ninja. But then there's sometimes I talk to girls and I say something about something that's happening right now, and they look at me going, I didn't know that was even happening. So I just say hello to you and good morning, and I say what time you get off work, and I leave it at that. Like,
But like women don't understand that like the guys that they are dissing, sometimes they already tested you.
I've been
Okay, in what way?
I've been curved 4
sometimes-
times off that.
Sometimes you already been tested by the dude, and the dude that you might think might be interesting, he already asked you a whole bunch of questions or whatever. You didn't even know. He already tried to have that little back and forth with you. Smart men will do that
Yeah.
because you say you ain't got time. A hard worker ain't got time.
I don't got to.
So the moral of that was that she don't know what the fuck how to come correct against for a general female. But if you want to come correct to her, you got to start off with a joke. All right.
No,
knock knock.
No.
Excuse me, ma'am. Knock knock. That'd be funny as hell. I'll talk to a girl who stepped up to me and be like, yo, knock, knock.
I ignore a lot of guys.
Who is there?
I do a lot of
No, but
who is there?
Here's the funny part about that, because a majority of the girls I dated, they already admitted to me. They tried to curve me in the beginning, but then the way I come off, like I kept like just pretending like I didn't give a crap about them.
Once?
Yeah, that's just what it is.
That was never mind.
You got curved once?
No, I didn't get curved.
No,
No, I did the curving and then I.
Why are
gave him
people
the time
afraid
of
to admit
day.
that they got curved?
Then I gave him the time. No, I didn't. No,
You did.
No,
I've been
I didn't.
curved.
You never been curved before?
He put you right on the sidewalk. Was like, nah, go ahead.
No, I did the curving. And then
okay.
ended up giving him the time of day, which
that's
I
cool.
shouldn't have.
Okay, that's cool. You curved him at first, but have you been curved?
Have I been curved? No,
How you know?
How do you know that?
I haven't. Put it at that. Next.
Yeah, all right, you been curved before.
got curved.
You gonna go home later and be like, wait a minute, give me this motherfucker curved me back in the day.
Surprise.
Some bitch.
Surprise. Because we don't, like, a lot of guys don't announce it.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, it's not
The way we curve is not like how girls curve. Like,
You guys play too many games, and I'm not stupid.
See, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
and you think it's a game, but 9 out of 10, that's
Anyway.
And then majority of the guys think women play games. They're like, oh.
Yeah, all of us think you play. Women play games. But we're not gonna attack you. I'm just telling you, just gotta start off with a joke.
Bella's
No.
cool.
Bella's cool with us.
I'm not gonna attack you. I'm just gonna attack you because you are a Panthers fan.
Panthers and Seahawks all day.
Okay, I can deal with
I'm
Seahawks.
gonna go down with my Giants, bro. I'm gonna go down with my Giants.
Yeah, you better go down with them
I'm
Giants.
going with them.
You better go down with them Giants.
Oh,
I'm not
I ain't
doing
tell
it.
you that.
Giants.
I ain't tell you
I feel
that.
bad for them.
When me and Jay went to the thing for X-Men Den,
Yeah.
the dude had a Giants jersey on. So Jay was like, hey man, how you doing? He was like, all right. He was like, that's your team? The dude was drunk. He goes, oh no, I'm upstairs watching. He said, no. That you right there? He had a kid. He said, guess my drink. He said, no. The Giants, that dude looked down. He said, I forgot I was wearing this goddamn thing. Yeah. And then Jay gave him a 5 hug. He said, bro, thank you for the hug, bro. We need that shit. We ain't going nowhere this season.
But one of the guys I rode with, he's a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Right, so
They doing so bad this
they're finally doing good. So he's finally like, oh man, I'm proud now. I be pulling out my Jet stuff, like fuck yeah, Jet. I was like, yeah.
He like took out the.
He pulled out the bus. Yo, last year it was so funny. He was just like, yeah, I mean, I'd be like, so who's your team? God, so I like the Jets. I'm like, why are you killing yourself? Do a
backflip out the window.
Hey, but you can't say that about Jets because niggas be like, what's your favorite team? Niggas be like, oh, I'm a Browns fan. Why are you here?
I love how they say New
Browns?
Jersey. Some
Really?
people say New Jersey Jets. I'm like, what? No.
That technically they are.
Technically, but no.
Just like the what's the fucking team that we lost? The Nets.
Nets,
The Nets
yeah.
are still ours. Niggas be like, they're Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn
Nigga, they
Nets.
still New Jersey Nets. We still got 2 teams that New York just took because they ain't had nothing else to do right now.
I don't know, man.
All I know is my team doing all right.
My teams are doing great. The
The
best.
Ravens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They 4-1.
There are 2 teams, right?
Yeah, I have 2 teams.
What's their records?
No.
Flip flopper.
What's their records?
And then
Winning.
she want to talk about.
Winning.
Number
Then she want to
wise.
talk
Winning.
about.
Look at your phone. Bring up their record.
yeah.
You must want me to do it.
So let me tell you how you know a lot about women.
Winning.
It's about her teams. All right.
Excuse me?
She flip flopping
Excuse me? I
between
don't
2
flip-flop.
teams.
I like both
Don't stop.
equally.
So she
I like
flip flopping
both
between the teams, right?
No.
She don't know what the fuck she wants. Right?
I know. Panthers and Seahawks all day.
So you want? So what happens if the Panthers play? the
Yo,
Seahawks?
wear a
What would you
Panthers
do?
jersey.
I'll be neutral.
You mean new? You are something else.
Wear a half Panther, half Seahawks jersey, and then tell her a joke. There you go.
There you go. Oh man, you in
No,
there? You had her
God,
attention
no,
from
no.
the door. She like,
No,
is that a
no,
Panther Seahawks? Where do they make that at? You just come up.
And then watch
Then he
somebody
comes.
try to
In,
approach
then he
you
walks
and
up to you and
have
be
to
like.
ignore him.
Then he walks up to you and be like, knock knock. And you're like, damn, it's over. Like, go ahead and
If you don't get
That's
your,
it.
go ahead and take this phone.
No, I do a lot of ignoring. I'm the type that I just keep walking because I'm not.
Ah,
Seriously.
boo, boo. It's lonely.
Like I
huh?
said, the
So your-
foolery.
So your Panthers are 4-2. Mm-hmm. Your Seahawks are 3-2.
Cause you know my team didn't come over and spank.
My Ravens are 3-2
Whatever.
also.
My team come over. They go
Your team, the Patriots, ain't it?
No, boy. Steelers. Chill
The
out.
Steelers.
Chill out.
Womp womp.
They 2-2.
All right, so we even at least. Cause we, but when we go over there and we take on the Seahawks or or the Panthers, we know it's gonna be a smash.
Ain't nobody stopping the Eagles or the Kansas
I know
City
Eagles
Chiefs.
looking good.
Kansas
Why are we
City
talking
Chiefs
about this?
Why are we talking about this? Because the last few minutes of the show, and we just talk about where the fuck.
This
we're
time on ESPN.
This time on
at.
ESPN.
This time ESPN. Fuck all your teams. How about that?
All right, so let's do it. You want me to close it out? Moral of the story is
These nuts.
shut your ass up. The moral of the story is
Bad bitches.
that Bella needs you to tell her a joke.
No, I do not.
Panther
No.
Seahawks jersey. CRISPR is awesome, and I'll probably have a kid just for that. Ghosts. This is the paranormal.
They exist.
Most of us think they exist.
They
Some of us
exist.
don't.
Yeah.
But in all,
Hey,
in all,
I got a question before we go. You trying to go to that haunted
yes.
thing?
I don't give a fuck what you about to say next. Yes. So, so
Bella, you trying to go with us?
Where?
Haunted. Just
Haunted asylum.
I'm going to
A
the
haunted asylum?
Yeah, we
Mhm.
are.
you know
Where
what
is that?
asylum is?
You know what
Yes.
asylum is?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's just,
It's haunted.
we
When?
can't give out places because they don't pay us for that. So
Oh, right.
so
When?
we'll probably give it. We'll give you the date a little bit later.
Okay.
So Ghost,
Mm-hmm.
if you had interactions with him or not, please send us a message.
Tell
We'll
me.
love to hear about it, and that you could do that at therealshittalkers@gmail.com. Also, our Facebook page, The Real Shit Talkers. Space it because some people didn't let me know it was space.
all right, man. Look, I thought general people
It
would
is
just know.
the Real Shit Talkers with space. There you go. And if you had experience, I would love to know because I'm balls deep
Yeah.
in paranormal shit. I just
That
love
just
it.
got really weird.
I just
now.
love watching it. I love watching this
Weird.
stuff. Whatever, shut up. So I love watching it. I just love, even if I believe it or not, I like it. So let's close this shit out with
Bomb babies.
Bomb Babies, of
Bomb
course.
Babies.
Bomb babies and bowling ball.
Can you guys explain that concept to me at some point?
Okay,
Bomb babies?
Here's
Yes,
the thing.
what
Bomb
is that?
babies
That
were
sounds kinda-
okay. So we had a conversation. We only touched on it for a quick second earlier. We had a conversation about what was it?
If you can determine when kids are born,
Yeah,
and you
when
determine
kids-
they're gonna be a serial killer before they grow up,
so
what
if-
would you do with them?
So we had a question from someone. It was like, would you abort pregnancy if you find out your kid was missing psychotic or sociopath? Would you abort the pregnancy, or would you just would you still have your kid? What if you could find out if they are or not? So we had this long conversation about that, and he said he'll have it, but he was like he'll have these kids, but he's just gonna put bombs in their necks, like Suicide Squad shit, right? So I was like, or big. He was like, or bigger, so they'll blow up inside of a building or something. I was like, so you're gonna. I was like, you can't kill babies. He was like, I was like, it's one thing if you abort. It's another thing when you kill a baby. He was like, bomb babies, and ever since then, he just wouldn't shut up about bomb babies.
The only real reason why I said bomb babies is because he told me you couldn't kill a baby, and then I thought about the U.S. military and every other war they had, and I was like, I guess we can bomb babies. And I just been saying bomb babies ever since. So I guess we can do it.
It was a very
doing that whole
interesting
t-shirt
thing.
thing. This is
Yeah, we're
gonna
gonna
be a
put a real.
movement.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movement.
We're gonna get a real
It's gonna be a movement.
t-shirt.
It's gonna be like boo foo, buy us, fuck you.
And so
it's gonna be a movement.
I can't.
Israel
I
said
can't.
bomb baby.
I
So,
can't.
so we when me and her was talking on the phone, we came up with the concept of how the shirt will look, and I just started cracking up, and I was just like, all right, let's
You
make a
guys
fucking
really gonna be
shirt.
selling these shirts and stuff?
We're really
Once-
gonna- I don't care what we selling.
Once I design it, I might do a shirt for him and a shirt for anybody else. I might come in that bitch with a jacket, cause I'm the one that started this movement, and I'm about to make this shit go live. I'm wearing a jacket in the summertime. It's gonna be 100 degrees. I'm gonna start sweating like bomb baby. Help me. Help me.
You alright? Bomb baby.
Bomb.
All right, close out with the what's the name?
This is brought to you by D Generation Next. Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Wrong thing. Watching wrestling last night. Right after this will be WWTD wrestling with the Duke, and he will be playing 2K18. We don't know the server's up right. I just found out downloading this shit is kind of still slow, but he's gonna play a hell out of it for a while. After that, 8 o'clock, it gets dark. Not like this. The darkened hour. They do comic books, graphic novels, TV shows, movies. I still ain't been on that show yet.
We need to show up. You want to show up later?
That's like 8 o'clock on Sunday. Who trying to come through? Damn.
I will.
I will. Mondays, Tuesdays, really need games. They do 2 different type of games. They do fighting games on one day, and they do brawl on the other. Don't remember which days go back and forth because I lose in both, so I don't play. Wednesdays, OTR. That's over the top rope wrestling. When you see me, Alex the Hill, the motherfucking Dragon, you'll see Dark Messiah, you'll see the Duke, you'll see the Beaver Anna, and you'll see X-Man Dan. Because it's not a scam. It's the real X-Man Dan on Instagram.
Follow him, fam.
On Thursdays, you get right back into Real Neat Games again. Real Neat Games taking over the whole damn thing right now. And Friday.
They got to give it one of them spots.
Friday, they taking over. They take over Friday also. They got Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Have to give up.
Wait, I'm sorry, and Saturday because nobody do nothing really on Saturday.
I'm about to show up on Saturdays just to do some bullshit. I'm in front of the camera just to tell you guys, bomb babies.
This is the Dragon Cooking Show.
So as of right, hey man, look, first of all, don't play.
I'm a wizard in the kitchen now. All right.
Make them good ass goddamn wings. Had niggas in the motherfucker slumped over like, end the show, please.
Well, thank you, Bella, for coming out. You also open door policy if you feel like you feeling froggy, you feel funky, you want to come back and put your voice live.
I sure will.
On the Real Shit Talkers.
And I'm gonna say, stop the foolery.
Stop the foolery.
And don't put up with it.
You can put up with it. It's 2017.
Don't put up with the foolery. You know what? Ladies, do not put up with the foolery.
Pull it up with it.
I got the fucking foolery. Fuck this foolery.
Don't put up with the foolery.
Superb.